The Midwest LSA Expo 2019, Decade 2, which is an exciting development. Here we're watching a Tucano, Flying Legends Tucano make an approach and landing on a beautiful day and series of days at the Midwest LSA Expo. Right now you're looking at one of the most interesting ones we found, and we flew it right away. This is the CT Super, sometimes called the CT Super Sport. It's offered by Airtime Aviation, the very large distributor, North American regional distributor for Flight Design USA. These folks have sold like 200 of these CTs in various forms. You see one and there's another behind it. Now on approach, we're looking at an RV-12. Always fun to see these guys come in, and this is a beautiful flying airplane I've had some recent experience with. No wonder everybody loves it. Speaking of things everybody loves, how about this FX1 from Innova Aviation, the Italian company? And gee, one glance at this thing and you can see the Italian design very, very clearly. It turned out to be an excellent flying airplane with marvelous stall characteristics. And you're going to see more about this later, because we've got an upcoming pilot report, video pilot report, where we strapped cameras all over this, muddying up some of its very clean design, but believe me, that didn't affect how well it flew at all. We always love to go flying in the Jabiru. That's what's coming up here right now. It might be a J230. I don't think it's the D model. Always a little hard to tell, but the D model of the J230 is the latest one. This is the one with the cavernous interior and the engine by the same producer as the airframe. Off we go in a Czech Sport Aircraft Sport Cruiser. These guys have sold a lot of those things. They were represented at the show, as was this one. Flown by, in this case, not by Greg Greminger, but he is a representative for this brand. This is the M24 Orion side-by-side fully enclosed gyroplane. Greg Greminger did a series of forms every day, always attracted a crowd, as did this handsome airplane. Here's the Rans Outbound. This is with Rotax power, but it shifted from tail dragger that we flew last year to tricycle gear. But no, they haven't left tail draggers behind, and there goes Randy in the Outbound with the Titan engine. Watch this thing just leap off the ground here when it gets ready to fly. Up it goes and into the air with great energy. Always kind of fun to fly with Randy in that airplane, and we have a video pilot report coming up on it. And here comes the Aero East Discovery 600 that we flew last year and did a video pilot report. You can of course see more of that on this very channel, and I hope you will. We've got a lot of these video pilot reports. People seem to love them. They're a lot of work, but this is the best show to do it at. And here, once again, we're looking at an airplane you may have think you've seen before. You didn't see this one though. We did a video pilot report on this at this year's show. This is the Shock Ultra, offered by Sport Air USA, a Rotax 914 powered Cub-like airplane that gets up and goes like crazy. Speaking of which, this very smooth airplane touching down right there is the Tecna T2008, one of their very best sellers, a marvelous airplane, terrific handling. Now here's one you're looking at that we've seen before, but have a close look at this thing as we walk around it for you here. This of course is a Sting from TL Ultralight, also once offered by Sport Air USA. They are now selling that as a used aircraft, and get this, I'll bet it's not available anymore, but the price is only $65,000. 11-year-old airplane that looks just about new. This orange guy is new. Well, it's probably about a year old now, because 1 year ago we flew this particular aircraft at the Midwest LSA Expo, did a video pilot report on that one too. We love doing video pilot reports on this trip. Chris Collins, the airport manager, gives us the run of the place, and we make full use of it. Here's the two Aerotrek airplanes. They're available in either tricycle gear or tail dragger gear, and they fly wonderfully. Speaking of flying wonderfully, here's another one. Brand new guy on the market. Special Light Sport Aircraft approval still to come. They're in the final stages of that, but we have no doubt they'll get it. This is the Texas Aircraft Colt. And this is going to be a well-received airplane. Beautiful inside and out. Video pilot report coming on it. Now you're looking at the Savannah. They've got a four-seater coming down the road too called Ventura, but this is their two-seat Special Light Sport Aircraft. Stoll type aircraft, flies really well from ICP in Italy is where you can get that one, represented in the United States out of Texas. Here's another one we did a video pilot report on, and that is the Just aircraft in No. If you look closely, you'll see those those handsome Behringer shock absorbers that offer some partial experience like the Super Stol, but this is not the Super Stol. This is a Just aircraft Highlander, and we did a bit of pilot report, or pilot interview on that one. Now we're looking again at the CT Super. We did a interview with Tom Gutman. It's Tom Gutman Jr. and Sr., a father and son duo that run Airtime Aviation in this handsome airplane. I personally like this airplane a lot. This is what you would call the performance model of CT, not taking anything away from the CTLS, which is a little more civilized, we'll call it. Now the Aeropilot L600. It says Legend on the side there, but that's the European name. It's called L600 in this country. Wonderful outflying airplane, very much like a Cessna 182, except honestly, it flies a lot better. And it's got a great price on it. The folks from Infinity sell this colorful set of powered parachutes. They had the first appearance at the show, and they did pick up some interest there, so I hope we'll see them again. It was exciting to see a powered parachute make a showing. These aircraft are very, very reasonably priced. One of the most successful companies in the business is Zenith Aircraft, and here goes their, let's see which one I'm looking at here. This must be the CH-750, which is a Stol aircraft. They're coming up on a big event pretty soon, but there was a glimpse of the Midwest LSA Expo.